All right, hello and welcome to Taste Buds, a show celebrating food and dining and the people who make what we love to eat and drink. I'm Jen Pachano. We've got Chef Dave Kokab with me here. We have a packed show today, Dave, absolutely. We're talking about a huge development for the West Side Market for both vendors and customers. We're going to do an NFL playoff Super Bowl demo that you're working on, a little collab, right? And we're talking food as medicine and functional drinks to kick off your 2026 as well. But let's begin with some of the big changes you can really see and feel and experience at the West Side Market, right? They've opened their new produce arcade, and here to tell us about how it's going, how it's boosting customer and vendor experience is Tom McIntyre from Kate's Fish, friend of the show, I think we can say at this point, right?
Oh, definitely. How you doing, Jen? Hey,
I'm good.
Thanks for having me.
So how big of a day was last Friday it opened up?
Last Friday it opened up, and then Saturday was pretty epic. It was a wonderful weekend. Yeah, it was a great weekend to see in January, especially a slow month at the West Side Market. Typically, historically, slower month due to weather or whatever, but right after the holidays. But yeah, it was great. Okay,
so we're talking about the brand new produce arcade, right? So if people aren't terribly familiar, what part of the market is that, and where can they?
We're talking about the East Produce Arcade.
Okay.
It's the short arm of the Produce Arcade. It's directly adjacent to the large parking lot. And now when you walk in from the parking lot, you walk right through that East Produce Arcade. You spill out onto Lorraine Avenue and then go into the main market hall on Lorraine Avenue.
Okay, and here's some of the pictures here. So talk to everybody about what the improvements were in terms of for the vendors, and then how does that translate to better customer experience?
Well, first of all, refrigerated cases, they have hot water now. It's lower, so it's more transparent. You can enter into their produce stalls as opposed to having concrete riser and a wall of produce in front of you. And let me tell you, the old adage or the old rumblings of sort of suspect produce or any sort of nefarious things happening, those are gone. We've got the bad actors out of there. All the produce is top notch. It's that of the quality of a grocery store, but at half the price typically. You can get herbs for $1. I don't know where else you can get fresh herbs, giant packs of them for $1. It's wonderful.
That's amazing, and that's really something that like the vendors, Dave, don't you feel like they have been kind of screaming for?
Oh, right, yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
It's much improved. It really is. And then KeyBank put up the money for it. They did this project first. They wanted the customer to see something very visible. But the major project is really underway. It's a $70 million revitalization project that they're underway with. So.
Now you're a fishmonger. What does? But what does the produce arcade? How does that enhance kind of the whole vendor experience and then customer experience? Like, how does this help everybody inside the main hall?
Well, it's something that needed to be done as far as improving the infrastructure of produce, but it's a sign of things to come. And what they're going to do with the basement is going to dramatically transform how I operate and how our business operates. What they're going to do with the North Produce Arcade and put food stalls out there eventually, it's going to be fantastic. Those are going to be open maybe late at night when the main market hall's closed. And there's a lot of opportunity coming up for somebody like me. We're hopeful that we'll get one of those produce stalls out there, not produce, but a food stall where we can cook food and prepare food for people. We're really hopeful that that'll happen for us. But as far as our needs being taken care of, the team at Independence, and I think it's the AKA team and CPMC all working together, we finally have professional contractors working on the market. Nothing against city contractors.
What a novel idea, right?
But over the years, things didn't exactly get done in a timely fashion, and nowadays it's all on the up and up. So.
Yeah. If we can roll that video again, Dave, when you see these photos of the produce stalls and stuff, what is it that you are excited about? What is it that you like?
First of all, it didn't do it justice because I
went
there
really?
this morning.
Oh, you did?
And we saw the pictures. You know, I mean, the pictures look great, but actually walking into it was fantastic. And it's much more user-friendly from a shopper's aspect. There's more room. It's not just the hallway you walk down. Every booth kind of has a little more built-in area to operate in. So.
Yeah, no, and I like that. I mean, from a customer's perspective, to your point, Tom, I would walk right past them before because I wasn't so sure. Like, you had to use a lot of that produce like day of.
It was intimidating.
Yeah.
There were bad actors, I'm not going to lie. They're gone now. All the produce is top notch now. We've got a lot of trustworthy, long-time vendors with high-quality stuff now. And it's condensed, and it's much more transparent. If you're in a chair or you're just shorter than I am, anymore.
Right.
You don't have this giant wall in
Yeah.
front of you, and it's way up here.
Yeah, where the produce is like
It's
almost kind of nose high.
It's like this high,
Yeah.
not this high anymore. So it's really a great shopping
all
experience.
right in front of
And being able to like enter into their stalls is really a neat thing. And refrigerated cases are going to make the produce last so much longer. Lettuce. Think of berries in the summertime.
Yeah.
You know, they just melt in that heat. So now they're
Yeah.
going to be under refrigeration. You're going to be able to trust the produce you get at the West Side Market even more so.
That's great.
It's great.
That's
So-
great. So you're the reason it smells like fish in the studio right now.
Oh, yeah.
So Dave and Tom are collaborating. They're using some of the fresh produce, the good quality stuff. You said you were there this morning shopping for all of this to get something together because it's NFL playoff season, right? We've got conference championships and the Super Bowl left.
Super Bowl.
All right. So what do you guys got for us? What'd you collab
Likes
on?
nachos.
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah.
We're not maybe gonna do a hot melted cheese nacho. We're gonna do ceviche. I feel
Okay.
Like for a lot of people, ceviche sometimes can be one note, just very acidic. But we're gonna
Or
incorporate-
intimidating.
Intimidating, sure, because
Yeah.
it's like a form of cooking or curing that American culture doesn't really partake in them. So
It's
gotta-
it's cured with citrus, with acid,
Citrus.
right?
Yeah, exactly. So we always want to start with high quality fish. We have snapper, yellowtail snapper out of the Yucatan. So the fish is kind of gonna match the style of dish
Nice.
we're gonna do as well.
Where'd you get the fish, Dave?
Fish. I was there this
gonna
morning
ask.
as well.
West Side Market.
West Side Market.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Just want to make sure.
And here, let me tell you something, not to plug them too hard, but I was looking for ceviche. His staff is very knowledgeable. I was going to get American red snapper because I'm familiar with it. They just said it's great right now, but it's a little soft, maybe not great for ceviche. So
Nice.
they recommended the yellowtail. It's a very great
Yeah.
experience there. And not only with Tom, but with all of them, they're very helpful.
Yeah, have a conversation with the vendors because they
Exactly.
know their product.
Yes.
They know if you say, "Hey, I'm making this. Hey, can I trim this for you?" Or maybe you try that. Like, have a conversation. Get to
Chances
know.
are you're talking to an owner.
Yeah, yeah,
At any
You could
single
be.
stall you go to. Any single stall you go to, so those people are very
yeah,
invested.
yeah.
We put a lot of
Very
time and effort.
emotionally.
You do.
Definitely.
All right, so go to town here. What do we got?
Yeah, so beautiful fillet.
Mm-hmm.
Cut it up into pieces.
Okay.
I don't know if we can exactly
we got
see
it, we
that.
got it.
We can see those pieces. Just a dice.
Yeah.
We're trying to make a nacho, so think of the chicken that would be on
Right.
a nacho, It's
The
very
bite-sized
similar
pieces. Mm-hmm.
size. And I have it sitting in lime juice. The pieces have been sitting in lime juice now for 2 hours.
Okay.
I would say, you're safe at an hour, maybe sooner, but if, this is something that's not too familiar to you, you're afraid of that on a food safety aspect, 2 hours.
2 hours, and you can
know?
see it change the color.
the color.
And
It's
the
clear now.
right. So you
Now
can
it's
see it's
white.
more
So before,
From translucent to opaque.
I like that. I love that. I love that.
vocabulary on taste buds. All right.
love that.
Yeah, so you can see that's an indication for somebody who might be a little concerned about the food safety of it.
Exactly, yeah.
That change in color is a good thing.
It's a great thing.
Yeah, okay.
That's what you're looking for.
Okay.
So I'm going to take it out. I don't want all the juice to be left behind, but I am using a slotted spoon. The juice is also what's going to coat this.
Okay.
Almost be the vehicle, the sauce. Now,
Okay.
a lot of times it's acidic. Sometimes I eat a really fresh one with cucumbers and tomatoes, and it's very acidic for it. That is nice. It's refreshing in the summer, but it's the winter.
Yeah.
You want it to be maybe a little more balanced.
Yeah.
In my research, there's sweet potato in some. And I think
In
sweet
ceviche, have you heard of
potato
that?
will add a little, and some Mexican ceviches. So it'll add a little sweetness, and maybe depending on how much you cook them, a little creaminess.
Okay.
Might offset some of this sour.
Okay.
Also, I got a sweet potato, got onion, cilantro. So you can be a little more wintry, I saw beautiful kale there, I saw a lot of stuff, but they also have stuff like avocado, cilantro, limes I got there. So you can get all the seasoned
It's the vehicle.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
What you want. Do what
I
you
got
want.
everything at the market. So I'm gonna mix, this is one sweet potato that I boiled, all the stems from one bunch of cilantro and half of a red onion.
Okay.
Mix that in here.
You can mix in any number of vegetables.
Oh my gosh,
The
yeah.
fish cooked in the lime juice and make a ceviche any kind of way you want.
Right. And all we got to do is mix them. If it's a little under seasoned, thank you. If it's a little under seasoned, you could always add salt here. But another thing I saw in my research, a lot of times in Mexico, they'll put a little mayonnaise.
Okay.
This is something that's a fat flavor that's going to ease out all the acidity as well.
And if you're looking for something creamy with your nachos, you don't
Yeah,
really don't
exactly.
do cheese with fish.
No. But
Skip the
mayo,
queso.
I just
Yeah.
thinned it out a little bit so this could be like our sauce.
Nice.
And we're gonna plate these like nachos in layers. That way it's not all on the top. So I have my first layer of chips.
This is not your first plate of nachos you've made here. You understand how it goes.
Much similar to like a pre-microwave nacho. You
Yeah.
know, build it in layers. So put some of that down. Our beautiful. Watch the color of this ceviche. I know I'm mixing it in a. I'm gonna mix a
Think of the heads you're gonna turn if you come up with at a Super Bowl party ceviche nachos.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And maybe the boys watching the game, maybe you're trying to go to Tulum. We got a little for spring break. We got a little warm up here.
There you go.
Here's our fish, our sweet potato, our cilantro. Our
That looks great.
Yeah, using the stem of the cilantro is a good trick there.
That way it doesn't get stuck in your teeth. It's a little more mild of flavor for people that might be scared of that.
There is a lot of flavor in it though too.
Yeah, exactly. I love using the stems as soft herbs. A couple more chips, some more sauce. There's
Nice.
some secret trick in this one. There's some chopped up olives in here for a little bit of
Oh, what kind?
the one with pimento, the greens one with pimento.
Oh, okay, just green of a-
You can buy them broken up.
Yeah.
So I
Cool.
did that. A little extra salt. That way you don't have to put salt in here and it bleaches out.
Oh, that's smart.
A
All
little
right,
more
I'm
on
gonna have
top.
you taste this because I
Okay.
have to read next, and I always take too big of a bite right
Yeah,
before I
okay.
have to read on this show.
There we go.
Sounds good.
Beautiful.
It looks
I'm
so
happy.
good.
Garn-
Look
yeah.
at this.
We can garnish with a
gorgeous.
lime on the side.
Now, did you hit it with anything spicy?
Nothing spicy.
So if you wanted to add some spice to this, you might add a
Yes.
habanero.
A
finely
habanero.
diced.
There is a little bit of jalapeno in here, but not enough for the
Oh,
whole
yeah,
thing
look
to
at
be
that.
spicy. Or if you have like Aleppo chili.
Heard that.
Maybe a smoky chili that's dried. You can buzz it up and just put.
Or a
some
little hot sauce, just hot sauce. You don't
Oh,
need the
yeah.
whole pepper, right?
Definitely.
For
You
sure.
You show up to a party with this, you're gonna make a lot of friends.
I hope so.
All right, you
Yeah.
taste
All right,
test
all right,
for me.
let's go. Get a nice piece of fish. Let me get it right out of it. There we go.
All right,
That's a good one.
good stuff. That looks good. I'm gonna try the sauce one. It's good stuff.
Sweet potato.
Oh, look.
It's perfect.
I didn't even put.
Oh, you forgot the avocado.
Avocado. You know?
All right, well, while we snack on this, let's talk about what's coming up after the break on Taste Buds. We're going to explore what functional drinks are and how they help you kickstart your best gut and brain health. And we have another recipe demo from UH Connor Whole Health for a food as medicine approach to eating. Tom, how was it?
It was awesome.
Awesome. Okay, good.
Awesome.
All right, that's when Taste Buds returns.
All right.
Welcome back to Taste Buds and our first show of 2026. And we are talking about all kinds of great ways to start off your new year, including this trend of functional drinks. We have Will Villela here from Activated You. I got to know, what exactly is a functional drink and who's drinking it?
Well, thank you for having me. I'm very
Yeah.
excited to be here today. Functional drinks. So, here at Activated You, like Dr. Lipton, Maggie Q, and myself, we're building products that are supporting the gut-brain axis. I think our modern lifestyle, like it's very difficult to support the microbiome and the good bacteria because we're supposed to be eating like 25 to 35 grams of fiber a day and 5 to servings of fruits and vegetables. I mean, we're very busy. It's hard to get that in your normal diet. So
Yeah,
that's
who
where
has time
these.
to like bottle that out every day?
Mhm.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And a lot of times I try to do that and then it ends up rotting in my fridge.
Yeah.
So that's where supplementation comes in, so handy. And it's a convenient way to help add extra fiber, probiotics, and greens to your diet.
I'm trying everything that you guys sent me because I want to
Mhm.
know what we're talking about here. I've got a cup of the Morning Lift, the mushroom infused coffee. It's supposed to support energy, immunity, focus, and gut health. How?
Well, we combined an instant coffee with mushrooms. So there's 6 organic mushrooms in there, and mushrooms are very unique because they actually contain a specific type of fiber called beta glucans.
Okay.
And this fiber actually are good bacteria in our gut. They love that, so it's a good food source for them. So we're feeding them. But this fiber also primes our immune system, and 80% of our immune system is actually in our gut.
Tell me, what is your background and how you came to know how to make this kind of stuff and have lend some credibility to the products in this line?
Well, I'm actually a microbiologist and have been in this industry for 20 odd years.
So let's talk about the Morning Complete product. So what does that have in it, and how does that help somebody when they put a little scoop in, whether it be a glass of water like I did this morning to test it
Mhm.
out, or a smoothie? Well, how does that help?
Yeah, so this product, we're really trying to address the need for more vegetables and fiber in the diet. So this has 4 grams of fiber per serving, so it can help you get on your way to that 25, 30 grams a day.
Yeah.
And then it's also loaded with greens like spirulina, kale, broccoli. It has adaptogenic herbs in there like ashwagandha. It's also got little things like, kind of help boost your metabolism, which is the green tea, the white tea, the berberines in there. So a really complete kind of superfood fiber, and along with 10 billion CFU probiotics as well. So,
10 billion what did I just consume this morning?
oh, so yeah, sorry. That's the microbiologist. Yeah, just throwing
Yeah.
out, those CFUs, those colony forming units. Yeah, so
Please,
just,
please bring it to my level here.
yeah, so it's got a good substantial amount of these beneficial probiotics per scoop.
Okay. All right. That's more. Thank you
Mhm.
for translating that for me. All right. And then also, all right. So when it comes to people's New Year's resolutions, having a good night's sleep is so important, and it
Mhm.
really does set the tone for your whole day. So how does the Nighttime Complete product over here, how does that support better sleep for people?
I think there's a lot of probably things that people don't know is how important your gut is to sleep. So your brain and your
Really?
gut are like they're best friends. They're talking all the time. Like there's just all this communication happening between them. And I
Uh-huh.
think I mean recently, with the rise of GLP-1, like people kind of are starting to understand that your gut's also making GABA, serotonin, and these are these kind of calming neurotransmitters. Like more serotonin is made in your gut than in your brain, actually.
Regulation and balance. Those are the goals for a lot of people,
Yes.
and
hmm
you can possibly achieve with this kind of stuff. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Today, because I've been trying all that stuff, maybe, I don't know. All right, to continue our discussion on healthier living in 2026, we bring in Dr. Christy Arts of UH Connor Whole Health, Vice President of University Hospitals there at UH Connor Whole Health. She's certified in both lifestyle and culinary medicine. I'm interested in this. Sharing a recipe for an orange pomegranate, a winter salsa. In the same way that we just kind of did that winter ceviche, you're coming to Taste Buds today with a winter salsa. I love this. So why is it important to cook with produce that's in season when it comes to your whole health?
There's a couple of reasons, and thank you so much for having me. We want to think about the nutritional value of the food and also the cost of the food. So when we're eating these foods in season, typically we can find that the nutrient profile is really high for these foods because they're grown fresh, they're in season, and the value is often much better as well.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so you want to get started on your recipe here? What do we have?
This is great. So this is a very easy, no-cook salsa that comes together incredibly quickly.
Okay.
So we have our pomegranate seeds here. We selected these. They are bright, they're tangy. They give that really great punch and crunch in a recipe. So we're just going to put a little bit of that in the bowl. The other part of the base of this recipe is citrus. Now we have oranges here. You could certainly use some grapefruit. I love the Cara oranges as
Yes,
well.
those are really good, very
Beautiful
flavorful.
color. So to that, we're going to add some of our aromatics. So we have green onions here. You could use a red or a white onion. Again, great nutritional value, wonderful for your health. We're going to add to that some lemon juice, or you could use lime juice, whatever you have on hand. That's what makes this so beautiful. It's incredibly flexible.
Citrus is citrus and it's flexible, yes.
That's right.
Just checking your mic there. No, you're on, okay.
Yeah.
We have lemon zest next.
Right, so we have a lemon zest here. We're gonna add just a little bit of that. It's gonna brighten it up without much salt. You don't even have to add salt to this recipe.
Okay.
We'll finish it off with some of our herbs. So we have cilantro. If you're someone that really dislikes cilantro, you could replace that with parsley or mint or something else.
Yeah, you know, you could, it wouldn't hurt, right?
Yeah, and lastly, we have some jalapeno here. So if you like a little bit of kick, a little bit of heat.
And they're very finely diced, so you don't have to be afraid of just a little bit of a heat, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So we can either add those in if you like that heat, or you can keep them to the side, whatever you prefer.
Okay.
What I have here is having a microplaner. This allows us to zest either, you know, any of our citrus, an orange here, one of our lemon and lime. You can just simply do that over the bowl. It makes it really easy and quick. You want to make sure you give a good wash to your fruit or vegetable before you do that.
Yeah. So is this an example of like using whole foods? Kind of explain to people who don't maybe know exactly what that means. Why should they be maximizing whole foods and what that does for them and their health?
Yeah, so foods as they are in their original state, minimally processed, again, they give us access to antioxidants, to fibers, a lot of the micronutrients that oftentimes can be taken away from our food that we purchase that might be in a box or a can. So we want to try to bring in as many of these whole foods into our diet as often as we can. And you know, the foods that we show here, they're going to be a rich source of vitamin C. It's cold and flu
Oh boy, do we need it.
season,
Yes, right?
We need a lot
Everybody needs that right now, for
Exactly.
sure, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna try this. Will you tell me a little bit about like lifestyle and culinary medicine? What is that exactly?
Right.
And how do they apply it at UH Connor Whole Health?
Yeah, so we are a team of healthcare experts, if you will, in lifestyle and integrative health. And we have physicians, APPs, registered dietitians, health coaches. And the approach that we take is to understand what are the health goals that you have, whether it's reversing chronic diseases that you might currently have or trying to prevent those diseases from happening in the first place. So we'll use lifestyle prescriptions.
Oh, I love
around
that.
Nutrition, physical activities,
Yeah,
stress management.
look at this.
All the things that we know can really improve our health over time.
Yeah, I mean, you are what you eat is a phrase for a reason, right?
right.
All right, so tell everybody if they're interested in getting started working with a doctor at Connor Whole Health, and if they're interested in this recipe from today, where they need to find these things.
Yeah, so you can find us at University Hospitals, Connor Whole Health. Come to our website. You can learn more about the services that we offer. You can certainly refer yourself or
that's
seek
good.
a referral from your primary care physician. And yeah, we would love to partner with you and your medical team so we can help you improve health through food as medicine approaches.
They really do. It's a holistic patient approach to their life and their whatever health issues or health concerns they have. I love that about them. And then we will have the recipe for this available on the Taste Buds link on 19 News, our website. So great. Thank you so much. All right, that is it for this week's show. Thank you everybody for watching. You can catch previous episodes on the 19 News Roku channel, on Apple TV or Amazon Fire. See you later, everybody.